guess I'll just be waiting around for everybody to show up. Actually, um, so Grupo Rodeo weren't able to make it today because of an emergency, so they weren't able to make it, and neither is Barbie Chick. So I'm left here by myself. I have some people that are supposed to be joining me. I called and see if I could arrange it just to make up the time for those of y'all that are here with me today. I really do appreciate you. But yeah, we'll try to make a day of it. Right now, I'm not prepared. Obviously, who can be when you're doing this late at the last minute? But we'll spring it from the hip. Why not? So, like I said, those guys, they had an emergency, weren't able to make it. And, I do apologize for them. And we're going to reschedule it, though. We'll have them coming back. But with that being said, let me go ahead and just play the song that they are promoting right now. Piense que podrías. It's a good song. You'll like it. Hey, Luis, how's it going, brother? Thank you for joining. Let me go ahead and play it for now, and then I'll be right back after that song. This is the Grupo Rodeo. This is their new song that they're promoting right now. And like I said, I do apologize for the fact that they weren't able to make it, but circumstances being what they may, they just weren't able to make it today. We have rescheduled it, but we'll make that come back. We'll make it up for you. But here is their new song. It's called Piense que podría. It goes like this.
Finalmente y no pensar más en ti. Pensé que no extrañaría esos besos que tanto amaba, que llenaban mi corazón. Aunque busco tu presencia y me duele tu ausencia, tengo que dejarte ir. Nunca te diré cuánto te necesito a ti, amorcito de mi vida, para siempre te perdí. No vengas más aquí, amor, lo nuestro se acabó. Búscate otro pobre corazón que pueda soportar este dolor. No vengas más aquí, amor, lo nuestro terminó. Quiero olvidar todo tu dulce amor y tus caricias, te lo ruego por favor. Aunque busco tu presencia y me duele tu ausencia, tengo que dejarte ir. Nunca te diré cuánto te necesito a ti, amorcito de mi vida, para siempre te perdí. No vengas más aquí, amor, lo nuestro se acabó. Búscate otro pobre corazón que pueda soportar este dolor. No vengas más aquí, amor, lo nuestro terminó. Quiero olvidar todo tu dulce amor y tus caricias, te lo ruego por favor. Pensé que podría olvidar
from Grupo Rodeo. That's the new song they've been promoting. Like I said earlier today, unfortunately they weren't able to make it, or earlier during the show they weren't able to make it today. But we'll reschedule them. That's what we'll do, so that way they can come back and we can really talk about the song. And this is like their 26th or 27th, year that they're reuniting. So it's one of these really cool bands from back in the 90s that really did really well. They got a lot of great music, and I just wanted to make sure that I got on here and didn't disappoint anybody for that were planning to watch them and enjoy the show. But I am here, and there's still other stuff that we got to talk about. There's still other stuff that's going on. We got Valentine's Day coming around tomorrow. Um, it's one of those holidays. It's like it's like Christmas for some people. It's not a holiday that people sometimes don't like to celebrate, but for the others, it's a great time. I think one of the things that I like to tell people, well, guys in general, um, Valentine's Day shouldn't be just one day. Uh, I know that's kind of where we've been pushed at, to celebrate this holiday and everything else. But to be honest with you, the 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 holiday in itself, we should be thanking those people in our lives that make our lives better. We should be thanking them every day. We should be telling them how much we appreciate how well they make our day, because without them, just imagine how bad our day would be. I mean, I don't want to get too corny with you, but those are the things that we take for granted. We don't realize that they mean so much to us until they're no longer here. And a lot of times that's really by our own fault, and we shouldn't allow that to happen. But it does happen, and so that's the unfortunate part. Um, there's the what was I going to say? Oh, just that's just me trying to share with y'all what's going on as far as with what it is that we're that for me, those are important things. It's not a bad thing. I'm not trying to put anybody down, so please don't take it that way. But yeah, that's how I feel about certain things. So, and like I say, for most of the stuff that I usually say, the most of the stuff that I usually try to share is it's advice, and it's like a bowl of apples. You can take the apples that you want, and if you don't want it, you just leave it there in a bowl. But I'm not trying to uh, um, make anyone feel bad or anything else. If anything, I want you to walk away from what I say with some enlightenment, hopefully, and hopefully you'll like what I say. And if not, well, then I apologize. But I wasn't trying to insult anybody in any purpose. If y'all were here on Monday, then you would have heard, or you would have saw that Cindy Ramos was here with me, and Cindy Ramos has got a new song that's coming out, and it's really an awesome song, and it's called "Perdóname." She wrote it herself, and it's a funny story that she got the inspiration for the song by watching a series that's on Netflix. It's weird, but you get inspiration from everywhere. So I wanted to go ahead and play it for you, and so that way you guys can go ahead and take a listen to it. And here's "Perdóname" from Cindy Ramos, and it goes like this.
Cada vez que siento tu presencia, siento que me late el corazón. No sé qué me hace tu mirada, siento que me llena de emoción. No puedo expresarte lo que siento, no debo sentirlo, es lo peor. Y el amor contigo es prohibido, pero al tenerte cerca no hay razón.
there was Perdóname from Cindy Ramos y su conjunto. Hey, like I said, the guys weren't able to make it, call me last minute, but I did reach out to some friends and see if they wanted to come on. And I have a very, very special friend who has an event that's happening tomorrow. And I said, hey, you know what? I've got some time. Do you want to come on and please let's talk about it so that way I can help you? After all, I'm always preaching the only way we can level up is level up together. So with that being said, let me go ahead and bring in the one, the only Jeannie B. Yes, hey, what's up, girlfriend?
Sorry,
You're
I
all
know I'm
dressed
not like
down
my
today.
usual self, but when
No,
Lawrence
no, no. It's
calls,
quite all
I
right.
answer.
Oh, no, 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 no. I wanted to go ahead and give you an opportunity because I know we've been working a lot. You've been working a lot. We've got the Lone Star Ladies tour that we've been working on, and but this we have Tejano Mundial next week, and then we have Fanfare coming up, and it's just a lot of you know. We didn't really. I didn't really. I don't realize how much time all of that stuff
Yeah,
takes,
it is.
and especially with stuff that I do, like like the promos and everything else, and everybody's like, "Hey, can you have that ready for me tomorrow?" And you're like, dude, you had like weeks.
Yeah, yeah. No,
So,
it's a lot, especially when you're independent, as you know. Like when you're independent, and you gotta be your own promoter, your own marketing agent, your own show producer. I mean, there's so many caps that a independent artist wears, and a lot of people just think that like, oh, like the promoters and all, I mean, there's just so much they can do, so it's a lot of in-house stuff that you have to do. So yeah, I completely get that. And like you said, the beginning of the year is very busy for the Hano artists. So it's a lot. There's a lot going on.
well, I mean, I'm happy to say that like when you did your performance with us this last month. I mean, I keep hearing about it. People keep telling me about it. They're seeing little video clips and stuff like that, and they were
Yeah,
like, I was like, you have to understand, it's a show. I think that's where people don't realize it, that it's a show. It's not. It's it's hard to put in. It's not. It's an actual show. It's like what you expect when you go to a concert. That's what you see. That's
right.
what it is. It's not. I think people have this They have this misnomer about just somebody just standing up there and just
Yeah,
being very wooden, and it's
yeah,
not. And
yeah.
so it was just wonderful. I keep talking about
Thank
it, and
you.
I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so wonderful, so great. I don't know, one of your dancers was just, she was kind of laughing at me because I was just like all grinning. I was just enjoying myself so much. But
Well, I mean, they enjoy it just as much as I do. Because in a way they're performers as well, being
oh
dancers,
yeah,
and
most
they
definitely.
truly, truly love my music and what we're doing. And I like to think, like you said, like it's a show, but it's not like the typical show you'd see at a Tejano event or Tejano concert. Starting with, the whole I don't have a band. I don't want a band. To me, I get people's, perspective on like, I want a band. Okay, cool. Maybe I'm not for you, right? Because I'm kind of like driving my own lane within Tejano, you
I,
know?
I do believe, but see, to be honest with you, I think the reservations are unjustified because of the fact that it's not what they think of not having a band
No,
is.
it's true, 100%
They,
true.
they, they're, they're misinformed by that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna name the festival, but I have been turned down, and practically, I've been turned down from a festival or from a music festival that is very Tejano because obviously I didn't have a band. Um, and it almost felt like I was being pushed to being karaoke, pushed for USB, and I'm like, no, like I have a simple plug-in with the DJ and I don't know if you know or not. I don't know if I told you, but I'm actually introducing a drummer into my show.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah.
I told him it's you already have a drum set there. I just need to set up my DJ and a plug-in for my mic. It's better than a 5-piece band or 6-piece band. And they're like, no, 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 you should do it with USB. It's like it's either this or that, and I turned it down because I'm not gonna back down. This is what I do. This is who I am. But yeah, I like to think that my show is very unique, and just like anything that's unique, it doesn't blow up right away. It doesn't always happen when you're blazing. And I
Yeah.
like to think that's what we're doing. We're kind of creating this different lane within Tejano, and I have fans. I have people who are building up. And
Oh
so I'm just
well,
very grateful for that. I'm
yeah.
grateful for people like you, Rowena, Texas, the Hondo, Texas, like everywhere I've gone that they've seen the show and they've accepted it. I'm just so grateful. I really am.
I've had a few detractors that are like, well, why haven't you done another one? Well, it just hasn't come to fruition only
Yeah.
because of the fact that we're not just going to keep mindlessly going around.
Yeah. And that
It's
costs a lot of money.
it does. It takes a lot of money to do what we do, but we're gonna take strategic steps. And to be
Yes.
honest with you, there's no time. I don't see a time limit on there. I just want us to keep performing, and right now it's a busy for both bands.
Yeah.
So next
And-
month, they'll
Yeah. And here comes the summertime. That's
yeah
the best time to be gigging. And honestly, because
yeah.
right
And
now it's cold. It's cold.
it
It's
is
hard to travel right
it
now.
is 30. Hold on, let me see how cold it is here. It is yeah,
I
it's 32 degrees here in San
absolutely
Angelo.
not. Yeah. No.
That's freezing.
I don't even like I just got back from rehearsal. That's why I look like this, you guys. I'm so sorry. Lawrence, I'm so sorry. I mean, it's very
You're
last minute,
fine.
but I just got home. I worked today and then, I literally was home for like 15 minutes. I changed, I washed up a little bit. I went to rehearsal, was there for 2 hours, and then I went to Hobby Lobby to get my kids some like, Valentine stuff. Because I'm one of those moms. I asked my kids to be my Valentine. and and I got home like as soon as you text me, I was just eating dinner. And so it's very very busy, but yeah, I feel like we're just preparing for what's to come. I know there's big things coming myself this coming summer, and so I can only imagine. I mean, we're going to be super busy. I'm not even
Yes.
worried
Yeah,
there.
it's all strategic. We're making smart move, not just
Right.
aggressive moves. We have to make smart moves.
And then on top of that, recording, I'm
Mhm.
also in the studio again. Other releases coming out. I mean, there's a lot going on, baby.
Yeah, it works out. Shout out from DFW. Hey, Jenny. Buddy says hello. What time
Hi,
is it?
buddy.
Panel time. Yeah. Are you gonna be at Fanfare? Are you gonna go?
I don't know yet. I was planning on going as a fan.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know. I don't know yet.
The reason I say is because I have a booth.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So
The whole weekend?
yeah.
Okay.
So that we can, so that way you can stop by and we'll do a live from
Yeah,
there, and
no,
we'll
that'd be
talk. And
great. I'll
yeah,
I'll keep you in the loop if I am.
yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but
Happy
yeah, as of
Valentine's
right
Day.
now though, I am performing tomorrow.
That's exactly why I wanted you to be on there. I do apologize. You
No,
are
no, you're fine.
performing tomorrow. I should have said that right off the bat.
No, you did. You did.
Okay.
On as far as bringing me on, but yes, tomorrow I'm so excited for this one. It is in Atacosa, so it's like the outskirts of San Antonio, which makes it even
Mhm.
better because I know there's like a lot going on within San Antonio, and
Right.
it's harder for these smaller towns, these smaller little cities outside of San Antonio to make the drive out. And so Amanda Solis and her team had the great idea of doing it at Boots and Heels. In the outskirts of San Antonio. So it's tomorrow, February 14th. I go on at 9, so that is when the show starts. And then, of course, Amanda will be going on after. And I mean, she is just such a beautiful, talented girl, upcoming. And I'm honestly super honored that she would ask me to be part of the show, just to bring a little bit of the Genevieve spice on Valentine's Day. So tickets did change, though. I do want to mention that
Uh-huh.
because there was some technical difficulties with the link that she had for her and her team for the tickets. So now instead of 25, the tickets are $20, or if you buy 2, it's for 30. Look at
There it
that.
is.
Look at that. Gorgeous.
Yeah, go ahead. And I'm all about supporting. I'm all about supporting
Yes.
the Hano artists and what they do, and that's definitely something that we want to do and make sure that people go on out. Boots and Heels Saloon, 17680 Interstate 35 Access Road in Atascosa.
At a coaster.
Wow. Yeah, and just remember, there's a change in the prices of the tickets. Uh, uh, hey, Luis says, "Hi, Jenny, how you doing?"
Hi.
So yeah, just it's one of the things that we got to support each other. This is the best way to support the Hano
Yeah.
music and keep the Hano music is going. Supporting your artists, go to their shows and buy their merch. I do have merch.
Yeah. Where is it?
Hold on, I put it too far away.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Woo!
This is the new one because the new one
Yes.
the
Oh,
songs on the back. The whole album.
beautiful.
See, it has it all on the back. Eh, miren nomás. So,
Looking good, my dude.
hey, no,
Yeah. So
I take care of you, girl.
Amanda. I feel like a lot of people get the wrong idea about her. That the whole Selena thing. Which it's just haters, whatever.
They can
Because
be. Oh my gosh, I got fuzzy there.
she's definitely coming out as Amanda. And that's what actually the event is, her album release parties as Amanda Solis. So that's a huge, huge accomplishment. I'm very
Well,
proud of her.
I think part of the issue that is unnecessary
Mm-hmm.
is to sit there and try to put this on her, the Otis on her about this, a Selena wannabe, because she's not. First of all, there are plenty of tribute bands going on right now. Hell, there's a new
Popping up.
there's a new Mafia tribute band that just came up. Price doesn't matter. Valentine's with Ginny, priceless. There you go.
Wow. Buddy. He's
There
trying
you
to woo me. But he's trying to woo me.
go. Did I tell you about pitching woo on my show?
Yeah,
But
well, you know what, Lawrence? The funny thing about that is that any Tejano artist, even if she didn't do the Selena tribute beforehand, I got the same thing. Gabriella gets the same thing. And every female Tejano artist since Selena, if she's got dark hair and dares to wear red lipstick and do the cumbia, she's trying to be Selena.
the washing machine.
She's trying to be honestly, and that sucks.
I
Y'all
know.
need to stop doing that. Stop
know.
doing that. And I get it. I get that the Hano community wants another Selena. Yes, another like the how big and the person she was. I get it. But it's very discouraging to the Hano artists when automatically they get put in that bubble. I can't even sing her covers, and I love Selena songs. I
Yeah.
can't do it as an artist because then I'm mira, she's trying to sound like Selena.
If you ask Joanna Ray, one of the first things that we talked about when we first got together and I started managing her, no Selena songs.
Oh, my dad said the same thing. He's
None.
like,
Not
doing
a
Selena songs.
not a one. And she's like, but I said, I don't care if you worship her. None. We're not gonna do it. Because we get put into that bubble, and that's what happens. And it's unfortunate because it's not true. Your rendition, you know what? Rita Cappuccina, she has I can't remember the name of the song. It's a Selena song.
Mm.
It's from her last album, but I mean, she does a great rendition of the song. It's completely different, but
Right.
it's her rendition of her version of that song, and it's a beautiful song. It can be done, and it should be done, and there's no reason that I just don't understand why they're putting it into a box. But I'm exception to the rule. You know that as well as I do. I don't flow with the other fishes. I like to go upstream as opposed to downstream. So and I I don't think I'm that eccentric to where I'm accepting the changes because I believe everybody should change.
Yeah.
But I think it's getting there though. Every time that we put on a show, every time I've had you, Jenny, you've changed people's minds. And that's something that I can say with full authority. You did it. Remember when you helped me out at the car show?
Yeah.
The sound engineer, I'll share this story that that we know, you and I know, but the audience doesn't know.
Yeah.
Jenny B's on the stage. I had several other artists that were there performing before her. Most of them were rap artists. I don't know why we had rap artists. I didn't book them.
It's a car show.
Yeah, it was a car show. But when Jenny B got up there and she started doing her mic check and everything else, she got maybe 30 seconds into her first song. And the engineer, who had been leaning up against the speakers the whole time, as soon as he heard her singing, he just jumped up and he's like, hold on.
Yeah.
When he got to work, he was like, okay, now this I can work with. Because it was, and that's what I say, there's talent here.
Thank
There
you.
is real, genuine, authentic talent.
Yeah.
Let us share in it. Let us bathe ourselves in the happiness that they're spreading with us, and
Preach.
quit trying to put up these walls, or putting up these barriers, or putting up these requirements that are unnecessary, that are very singular, by the way. They're
Right.
very singular,
Right.
because I was I was at Island Jam when Bobby Pulido came out, and
Mhm.
that was a track, you know.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
see, and that's kind of the argument that I'm kind of having with some of these, promoters with the whole DJ thing. And it's like, you're going to sit there and tell me that none of these bands play with track?
Oh,
Lawrence, your sound engineer.
I know.
So, you know, what? So, but
Yes.
like I said, I'm trying to like make everyone happy in a way, but still keeping myself happy by introducing my drummer. Um, who I've been like sneak peeks here and there on my social media and stuff. But our first official show with my drummer, DJ, dancers will be March 15th here in San Antonio, Texas. And that's just gonna be like a game changer, because literally there is no show like mine at that point, with a single
Mhm.
drummer, a DJ, and 4 dancers. Like, I need a good sized stage for this. This is no small karaoke bar
I
stuff,
know. We
you
talked
know?
about the stage that we needed,
Yeah,
the space and stuff like that. So
yeah. And
definitely, yeah.
so I'm super excited. I've been talking to some pretty high up people within the Tejano industry, and they flat out. I mean, we're talking about people who've worked with Bobby since the '90s.
Hmm.
And they were like, "You don't need a band. What you're doing is keep doing it." And that's all the verification I need. Is I don't give a damn what anyone says. I don't give a damn, because this is who I am. Literally, y'all, this is who I am. This is, and Lawrence, honestly, I was like, man, I don't know if I should do this. I was telling my dad, because I don't have no makeup on. It's not, but you know what? This is good, because I want people to see I'm just like everyone else. It's a Thursday. I usually make dinner. I got rehearsals. I got to go do errands. This is what I look like. I look like everybody else, because usually I'm all like cowboy hat, bedazzled, earrings, makeup, lashes. And today I look deathly.
No, you don't. What
I
I
look
think is funny, what I think
like
is
I
what I think is funny is because I think you're more beautiful without all the makeup, and
oh,
then
thank you.
and it's like but see, I know you as a person. We're
Yeah.
good friends and everything else, and it's just kind of funny that you know uh, uh to see you shine. When you shine, girl, you shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you're a good
Yeah.
sparkle. You're a good sparkle. But no, going back to your show, it's definitely something that people need to see to appreciate,
Yeah.
because the whole we should get away from talking about the band thing, because it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Your show is exactly that, a show. The semantics of whether you have an actual band or not does not matter, because it's still an augmented show. By that I mean, you can still change the lyric and everything else, because it's actually going back and forth.
Right.
Your DJ actually is
Cuts it up.
incorporating with you, and so you can it's a wonderful show, and
Thank you.
it's very unique and different. And I guarantee you, anybody that goes to these shows expecting to see a karaoke thing, go to a karaoke bar, because that's what you're going to get at karaoke.
Mm,
That's not a Ginny B show. A Ginny B show is
you.
completely different. There's no comparison to what it is. So uh uh you just leave it alone, because of the
Yeah.
fact that if once you see it, then you'll be like, oh,
I
now I
get,
get it.
yeah. And
Now I get
unfortunately,
it.
that's what I'm having to do, and it's very time efficient, very, or not time efficient. It's very costly, because I have to go and perform in front of people, instead of them just like listening, be like, "Oh, that's crazy. Like, I need to go check that out. I got to give that a chance." No, it's like, no, they have to be like, I have to push it in front of their face. It is
Well,
what it is. But you know what? There's growth. And that's what I was telling my dad. Like, that's, as an artist that is independent, I might not make it to like the top of the top, right, in 1 or 2 years. But at least I can say independently, I am growing in my numbers, in my show, in my knowledge in the industry. And I'm completely different person I was even a year ago. and how much I know. And that's very important. I feel like a lot of artists, they might lose the drive. They might feel like, hell, I even feel like it sometimes, at least once a week, where I'm like, I can't do this. Like, this is just too much. But it's like, I've heard this saying, it's called baby steps, long vision.
Yeah, definitely.
Baby steps, long vision. And that has helped me mentally, like, you know what, this is just a baby step, but the vision is very far away, because I have big ideas, big dreams.
Yeah,
I just need
definitely.
an investor.
Yeah, right. It's just like it's like
Anybody in the chat?
it's like it's like me where I sit there and when they were asking me about my surgery because I was on a transplant list for 2 years, and they were like, how did you do that? And I was like, I knew Jesus was going to save me, and
Yeah.
and when I was able to, when I got out and had my surgery, and they were like, "You're healthy," I was like, "Thank you, Jesus. I
Yeah.
knew you were going to save me. I knew you, but what took you so long?"
Right.
It's just
In
like,
a minute, he said.
it's like, real quick, Brado, he's like, "Hey, Miss Jenny B, how are you doing?"
Hi.
Gracie says, "Happy Valentine's Day,
Hi,
Jenny B." There you go.
Gracie.
There you go. Yeah, B says, Indio is also on Roku. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
We're actually live on Roku right now. Hello, beautiful people in the chat room. Gavino, how are you doing, my friend? Amigo, how are you doing? Saludos from the one and only Rick Valderrama, the Kings of Swing. I love you, brother. Michelle Ann, hey, Michelle, how are you doing, sweetheart?
Hello.
Jojo Herrera. Hey, Lawrence. See you next Thursday. Yes, next Thursday is the Tejano Mundial Awards. I will
Yes.
be there. I'll be doing my interviews like I always do backstage. So please come on by and stop and talk to me if you're an artist. And then also if you guys aren't able to make it, just tune in and I'll have updates as we go along. And hopefully I'll get updates with some of the artists that have won. So
Mhm.
usually that's supposed to be the case, but some artists, that I'm like, maybe we should do the interview later.
Why?
I'm not gonna tell you why.
Ah!
I think I don't. Maybe they showed me talk.
Yes. Well, it's award shows that allow the artists to, like, kind of whine, network, talk with
That's
other
fine.
artists.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not calling any names or saying any. I'm just
Mhm.
saying. Hilda Pena, how are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you. Thank you. How are you? She
But
says hello to everybody. Let's see here. Where am I at? I'm all over the place. Oh, Michelle says hello, GDB.
hi.
Um, and then Hilda also says hello, Jeannie B.
Hi.
And then looks like Indio is blushing. Yeah,
It
no.
does.
Gavina
Lord,
says, I love Jeannie B. She's awesome. Yes,
thank
she is.
you.
Yeah. And you should really see the show. I actually have the video tape of it, but I have to send it out, and I get pulled left and right, and it kind of
Yeah.
slips my mind, and that's one of the things that I have to
Oh
constantly.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about it too. Please send that to
Mhm.
me if you can.
Yeah, because it's great promotional material, and then you get to see some of that, and then we can say this is what the show is. It's not what you think.
Mhm.
This is the show, because you know what we should do. We should do a virtual concert. Is what we should do.
Mm. My only worry about that is that if we do that, people won't come. They'll just watch it from home. That's my worry. Because
No,
I've
no,
always thought about going live. Like,
mhm.
I've seen people go live during their shows, and it's like,
No, no, no. I'm saying have a place and just do a virtual. Only a select few get to be there live, but do the whole thing virtual just so that way they can see it.
mm, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because then it's a real, they can see it for themselves, and they'll understand it. It's
They need
it's
to get up and go.
yeah, yeah,
They
this
need
is
to
true.
get
There's
up and go. They get
I
up for
think
Janetta's.
yeah, a good thank you to see you next Thursday too. Yes, I will see you next Thursday. I think part of the problem is this. This is part of the problem right here.
Yeah.
People want this access, and this access is is hurting us the most.
COVID.
Yeah, it's because of the fact that we want it immediate and here and there. But you have to understand that the artists need you there.
Yep.
The worst thing that could happen was Spotify, and I'll tell you why. Here's this is my Spotify story. This is what I tell people about Spotify. Why I dislike Spotify.
Mm.
When I was a kid, I loaned 4 yards to make up enough money to go down to the record store to buy my first Aerosmith album.
Mm-hmm.
That was 4 weekends to save up every nickel and dime that I made to buy the Aerosmith album. I still have it.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
I still have it. But here's the deal, it had weight, it cost me something.
Yeah.
Spotify comes along and then nothing. Now you pay 19.99 and you have all of the albums. You
Yeah.
no longer suffer for this, just that one.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole system, the way they did it is they say, okay, go ahead and it's free. Just lots, it's free. It's free. It's free. Everybody logs in. Once they get the numbers that they have, and now they become a thing like Kleenex. Kleenex is a brand. It's not tissue. It's supposed to be facial tissue. That's what you're supposed to call it. But
Right.
everybody calls it a Kleenex because they've cornered the market. Now, whenever they say it's on in your streaming media, they're like, what is that? But you say Spotify. Oh, I know what that is now.
Yeah.
So Spotify has done it, but now they have everybody's membership. Everybody's on there. They have a huge control of my like 82% of the market. Then they change the service. They
Mm-hmm.
say, oh wait, you're going to get the lower quality because you're free. But if you want non-commercials and better quality, you have to pay your membership.
Mm-hmm.
And then who's getting that money? Is it the artists?
Absolutely not. With
Absolutely.
Spotify, I mean, there's Apple Pay and there's other platforms that pay better, but yeah, Spotify is the worst, but it is the one that, because at the end of the day, it's all about the numbers.
It,
That's
very,
that.
very true. But they're in it for themselves. They're not helping out
Oh
the
yeah,
artists
yeah,
at all.
no. For Spotify, like you would have to get, and I'm not even overreacting here. You'd have to get like almost 1 million streams, um, to get like enough to maybe pay your rent, and that's like, I don't know, $1,000, $1,200,
Well,
and the
I gave.
rest gets pocketed by Spotify.
I did a with Joanna Ray's her album release. When we did her album release, I gave her a gold record because she had received 100,000 plays.
Yeah,
That's a gold record.
right.
So I gave her the gold record, but financially, it's like $60.
Yep.
100,000 plays,
Yep.
$60 maybe.
Yeah.
And
I
so,
don't know why Spotify. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but
but the whole thing is that they control the market now, and now everybody's contingent to them because of the fact that now uh, everybody's like, well, it's on Spotify, and you're like, no, and you're you're not cool if you're not on Spotify. You're not legitimate if you're not on Spotify. It's just like some people, they sit there and ask me, "Are your cameras Netflix ready?" And I was like, "Everything that Netflix. What do I care?" Antonio Vargas, real quick, says, "Saludo, Mr. Lawrence Ndio and Jenny B from West Texas Explosions.com.
hello.
They're coming up here pretty soon. They have they have an awesome show that's coming up, and you be sure to go ahead and get your tickets because I think it's Elida's on that ticket, and that's her last uh, uh,
Yeah.
performance there in West Texas. I live in West Texas, so y'all guys should go out there. Let's see here, Los Arcos Hermanos. Anyway, yeah, that's the that's the whole of it all. It's just we let people, corporations, go ahead and take it over, and like even when I talk about the downfall of Tejano, what people call the downfall of Tejano, it's not what really people think. It's not. It's not that people didn't stop, that people stopped liking the music. That's not it at all. What happened was that we were using a distributor that distributed everybody's music. We went to one central location and you delivered your music to there, and he would deliver it to all of the different stores and everything else. It was just one person that we were using. He was the monopoly.
Hmm.
Well, he embezzled embezzled some money and then left the country,
Damn.
and the system crashed. And then all these people that had all of this money invested in their CDs and their promotions and everything else lost out a whole bunch. And the music never got out. And there
Yeah.
was no other connection that had those, there was no other person to fill that void. So how do you get it out if that was
Well,
the only way you can get it out?
I think a lot of that too is just, I think they just got behind on the technology.
Hmm.
They didn't
Well,
do their, well, okay, well, what can we do now? They just kind of like, meh.
well, I think everybody had that too because remember at that time it was right before Napster, so
Oh yeah,
everybody was still going through the albums.
just yeah.
Napster came along, and then it became this whole big thing. If people wouldn't have said, if they wouldn't, if what's his name, Lars Ulrich from Metallica hadn't
Oh
said
yeah.
anything,
Oh yeah.
if he hadn't said anything, people there wouldn't have been as big of an impact. But I think
Right.
because of he made a big deal out of it, more people started
Pay
to
attention.
pay attention and started using Napster, and that's what happened. But either way, we're in the situation that we're in today, and now we're building a new effort today, and this is the new thing that we're doing today. And this thing in itself, there's nothing wrong with the performances that we have today because they're singular performances, but you cannot hold one person to a certain standard and not everyone to that same
Mhm.
standard. You can
Preach.
you cannot hold that one person and say, "Oh, well, she doesn't have this," and and then you go and pay an exorbitant amount of money for another artist who does exactly the same thing, and
Or
this
half of that.
or
Or,
half of that
or
for
like
that
does
matter. Yeah.
half, less than half, doesn't do anything with social media for weeks, then comes up just because of the name.
Uh,
And I was just talking to a producer about this last night, like how it's not fair. Like I have pretty much the same, sheet as them as far as, I'm a parent. I work, I try to push my career, I go to the studio, I do, you know what I'm saying? But yet, because of who they are, they can just be like, oh, hey, show up, and then expect thousands and thousands of dollars, and then they'll half the show, half ass, singing. I'm sorry, but I could go on and on about that. I'm not going to, but it's very frustrating when you're trying to make it exciting. I'm trying to make it exciting, you know.
well, I think one of the things are you do make it exciting because I've seen you. I remember the car show. The car show, it was hilarious because at first the guys were like, they're not. I don't know Lawrence. I don't know Lawrence, and I convinced them that this was a good idea. But when the other artists were on there, and I'm not throwing dirt on the other artists, they are good for what they do.
Right.
For what they do,
Hmm.
but it wasn't drawing the attention of the artist. But when Jenny B was on stage, there were people that were dancing in the concession aisle, which was in the outside of the building, outside of where we were performing. They were
Yep.
dancing by the picnic tables.
Yep.
So that has to tell you something. You need to see it for yourself. Go in and see it and enjoy it. Borrado is asking, does Miss Jenny B have any merch? Yes, she does. I just showed it earlier. I know you weren't
And
here when I did it. She's got t-shirts, she's got caps, she's got CDs, she's got everything. And go to I don't remember what you have your website, right?
yes, my website is www.jennybmusic.com. I am going to be update. I just updated some new shirts. They're kind of like, I don't really have them with me right now, but they're kind of like that baseball, you know, uh,
Hmm.
it's
Yeah.
type of material, and people just love them because they're different shirts. They're not just your typical black or white shirt. They have, I have, I
The
went
kind you didn't want to sell me that one.
yes, I did. Yeah, so but I'm gonna be upgrading my merch here pretty soon, pretty soon, but I do have merch, and when you buy it in person, of course, you get a free poster. um but yeah, I mean, I'm trying to just stay above water, I'm just trying to
Hey, Marshall.
be myself, and at the same time bring something exciting and different, that because my goal, Lawrence, is to please and bring in the younger generation. if we don't focus if we don't focus on keeping the younger generation interested, and I'm not talking about, like, there's schools, like especially around San Antonio, that have classes or programs like Conjunto,
That's not the same thing.
Tejano musicians.
Yeah,
um
that's not the same
that's
thing.
great, but that, you know it, if these kids, let's say they graduate, right, and they're like, man, like I love my program, I love my teacher so much, blah blah blah, and they come in and they see how we get treated in this industry, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, because I've seen several artists who came in, were trying to do their thing, and they left to go do other music. You know why? Because they're not being catered to. This is the future. These kids are the future. These little girls. That's why when I do shows, if I see kids that are interested in the front, I bring them up on stage, because I need them to have like this moment of like, oh, I was on that stage with that one artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need them to be hooked. And I just don't see why no one else sees that. I feel like I'm the only one, me and like Shelly Lares, you know, we're like the only, anybody that's helping these artists, like Shelly, for instance. Shelly, towards the end of her tour thing, or when she was going to retire, instead of, like, for instance, Fiesta de los Reyes in San Antonio wanted to book her to perform. She's, you know, she said, instead, you know what, I'm already on my way out. I'm not going to perform, but let me bring in 4 new artists coming up. Massive crowd, massive. And of course I would sound like crap that night, but it was a massive crowd. Okay. I sounded horrible, but that's not the point. The point is she sacrificed her spot and paid us what she was going to get paid, divided it to perform in front of that massive crowd. You know, nobody, no other artist will do that or has done that. Not that I know of. Please, if they have, please say it in the comments. Let me know. But this is what needs to happen. I'm not saying every artist should do that at their shows. I'm just saying, if you have a show coming up, oh, you know what? I had seen there was this guy, this new upcoming guy. He, you know, he lives in Dallas. Let me give him a call. So he wants to open up for me. Because they don't care.
Actually, when Joanna Ray was opening, or she was a headliner there at Fort Stockton Rodeo, that was the first thing we did. We reached out and see if there was a local talent that wanted to perform, and there was a guy who was a country artist actually, and he wasn't Tejano, he was country, and I was like, yeah, come on out.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he wasn't able to make it, and so. But every time that we go and do a show, we always look for somebody that can come out that's local, that we can get them an opportunity on stage and stuff like that. Michelle Ann says, hey, that's awesome you do that, Jenny. You're an amazing girl.
Thank you.
And yeah, Jenny does have a YouTube channel as well, so you can find it. You can find her on YouTube as well. And I wanted to go ahead and play your song of hey, I thought I changed it. Pobre Tonto, which is a wonderful song, by the way.
Thank you.
And the video is even the video I love it more. But yeah, I wanted to play the song so that way people can hear it and listen and just see. I think you have a wonderful voice. It's a beautiful voice. You're right at 3 octaves almost, which is incredible for an, you know.
A lot of vocal lessons, y'all.
It's
I
good.
hate that everyone's like, nah, I don't need vocal lessons. What? Everybody should be getting vocal lessons.
Everybody should, yeah.
Every time you can, go get. Actually, I actually passed due for mine. I need to go. It's very important. It's an instrument. It needs tuning. It needs exercise. You know.
Yeah, there's a key, vocal key on app that you can get where you can check your key.
Yeah.
And holy moly. And I only sing backup. So
he's like, I'm up there.
Yeah, well, when you're a guy trying to sing backup for a girl, that's hard.
That it is. You get a lot of falsetto.
Yeah, it's like 90% of the show. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a listen to Pobre Tonto. This is from Ginny B, so that way you can take a listen to it. We'll be right back after that.
Give me my clothes. No, I'm not kidding. Why in the trash bag? Oh. There he is, my bag. Give me my shirt. My lucky shirt. This ain't even my shirt.
No, it is yours.
It's pretty nice, but I'm going to dance with your prima and your tia Mustang Sally's. I'll see you later. See you later. Man, I don't deserve this, bro. I'm an Emmy winner, damn it. She got me the trash bag, bro. Hefty bag. Not even a sensei kind.
He talks a lot of crap.
Yeah, he does.
And that was all on the fly. That wasn't scripted. He's such a funny dude.
Nothing she can do about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this back here, bro. I don't even got car insurance, but it don't even matter, bro. It don't even matter.
Jurabas que me tenías en tus manos. A todos tus amigos les contabas cómo jugabas con mi corazón. ¿Qué pensabas? Tú que te creías dueño de mi vida, que me estaba muriendo por tus besos. Y ahora dices que extrañas mi amor. Pobre tonto, no resultes en la que tú creías. ¿Cómo se siente verme en otros brazos y sentir el dolor de una traición? Pobre tonto, creías que te iba a estar esperando, y ahora que otro me estoy entregando, tú eres el que lloras por mi Pobre tonto, no resultes en la que tú creías. ¿Cómo se siente verme en otros brazos y sentir el dolor de una traición? Pobre tonto, creías que te iba a estar esperando, y ahora que otro me estoy entregando, tú eres el que lloras por mi amor. Pobre tonto, pobre tanto.
Oh, I love that movie. It's so hilarious. And I'm like, hey, is that me that's in that shirt? The tie, the big old gut.
No.
Janie Rios, how are you doing? She said, hello, Lawrence and Jenny B. How are you doing,
Hi.
sweetheart? Thank you so
I'm gonna
very
put
much for
my
this.
my Juan G wig
Oh, yeah.
video.
I saw it and I was like, let your soul glow.
So glow.
Yeah. Michelle Ann says, Mustang Sally's. I love it. Yes, you do. B
Yes.
says, I need to get more of Miss Jenny's B music. Just listening to Miss Jenny B music makes me dance.
Atta
There
boy.
you go. Loved it, Jenny. Yeah, yeah. Lots of hearts, lots of hearts. Yeah. That's a cute video, says Janie, of course. Yeah. I just, you know, that's I think that's one of the reasons that I really love being around you. You're a very real person, a very real personality, and you
Thank you.
know it's kind of it's infectious and it's kind of it's refreshing.
Thank
I know like especially when I go to Vegas, you know, people they're like, I know who you are because your laugh is the same, and I'm like,
you.
how? Why would my laugh be any different? You know,
Yeah. Well,
but
there's a lot of fake people, and they
yeah,
get caught.
yeah, I'm like, this is really me. This is who I am 24/7, you know, and so I
And
think
it's
that,
crazy, Lawrence, because not a lot of people can do that. Not a lot of people, it's the easiest thing in the world. It's stress free. You never get caught doing
yeah,
things that you said you don't do or whatever, because and that's why in the beginning, another thing that like I feel is important for new artists to understand or to remember is because when I first came into Tejano, I was like, oh, I gotta be like Selena, like I gotta like not no, no, don't cuss, don't drink, don't let anyone see you're drinking. And well, my dad was also the one telling me like, you shouldn't be doing that, you shouldn't, and that lasted a week. I was like, forget that. That is too damn stressful. I drink, I have tattoos, I talk the way I talk. This is I feel like people would appreciate me more if they knew who I am and what the hell I am. And so far it's worked out for me. There's a few people who got offended or whatever because I cuss. And at the same time, I'm like, I'm 30 years old. I'm in my 30s. You're trying to tell a 30-year-old not to cuss? Like, you know? But I think that's just part of the culture of Tejano. It's very. Somebody
Yeah.
on a podcast has said Tejano's becoming more conservative. You
I
know,
don't I don't think that's the case. I think it's just that
I think it's
there's
preference. It's just
it's
people's
just yeah,
preference.
it's just a
Yeah.
preference. And like me, I mean, I don't have an affinity for cursing, but because I'm able to express myself outside of that, you
Right.
know.
Oh
And
yeah. No,
so
I'm not like cussing up
no, but
heavily.
I'm but
It,
guys are usually more at fault of it.
yeah.
Girls, it's different, but guys
Yeah,
usually,
and
yeah.
and
G-
that's for sure. I get that, but I feel like if people are gonna know me, and if they meet me in person for like a meet and greet or whatever, I don't want them to feel like I'm over here like blah blah blah, like talking like Jenny B, like the way I talk, and then some hi,
yeah,
hi, like oh my god, absolutely not.
yeah.
This
That's.
is
I tell them don't give me the mom. The mom is like, you better go to your
hello.
room and
Yeah.
clean it up and everything. Hello, how are you?
That was
"No,
really
I'm
good,
doing
Lawrence.
fine."
Fuck your mom.
So then my mom's just going like, oh, I'm gonna get him.
Yeah,
She's like,
no, exactly. I'm guilty of the same thing with my kids. My son's teacher calls, and I'm like getting after him about the homework and stuff, and then I'm like, "Hi, this is Marshall's mom," and it's the worst. It's the worst because that's a teacher, But yeah, I feel like being 100% yourself, no matter how weird you are, trust me, you can't be any weirder than I am. My sense of humor is out the window. You get it, you don't. But
Janie says, be
it's so much
yourself. You're
fun to be.
very outgoing and very pretty. So that's what Janie says.
I'm sorry.
So
Oh, beers. Oh, okay.
be
Oh,
yourself.
thank
You're very
you.
outgoing and very pretty. And I really do like who you are. So I think people that make conditions, they make conditions because that's the ones that they hope people see of themselves.
Yeah,
I
that's true. That's deep.
I don't I don't I don't have conditions. You see, we've eaten dinner together, and I'm always joking around, and I'm always our waiter. I was trying to get get his
Oh
number.
yeah.
He just Marshall was like, "Oh my god, what the hell?" But there's if you can't laugh at yourself, then who can you laugh at?
Oh,
It's
same.
always just.
That's why I started. I just released some videos of bloopers when
Oh
Marshall
yeah, I
started
saw
doing
those. Yeah.
promotional videos, and I was like, I think I'm gonna start releasing more of these because man, me and Marshall sometimes when we're making videos or just he's just laughing at me behind the camera because I'm just like, "Ah, God damn it, like do it again, and just keep recording. And I'm like, okay, what am I doing? I don't know. Like I'm talking to myself and answering myself. And it's fun. It's good to laugh at yourself because before I would get real stressed out, like, oh, like why am I not doing this right? I'm not talking right. Get out of here. It's not that serious. It's
It's
just
not.
content. It's just videos.
Yeah,
It's
it's
part of
like
it.
when people get my name messed up. That's why I'm like, nah, don't even try. Just
Yeah.
go someplace else because it's not. It's no big deal. Hey, so tomorrow's show, and we've already mentioned it. We've already mentioned the fact that you're gonna be over here at this
Boots
thing
and
here, the Boots and Heel Saloon, and there's pre-sale tickets, and you can do the tickets. There were some problems, but the ticket prices have changed. It's not going higher; they're actually going lower. But
yes.
that's a good thing, and it's a great show. Two wonderful artists, Amanda Solis and the one and only Jeannie B as well. And the great thing is that it's entertainment that you can have for yourself and enjoy yourself. And who better to know uh, uh, what kind of a of a good evening you can have out with your one and only than two beautiful women who know how to perform. I mean, know how to put on a great show.
Yeah.
And so go on out and support them. This is pretty awesome
Thank you.
thing. I'm really supportive of y'all guys. I really hope. I wished I could go down there, but um I can't. And
Yeah, I'll be here next week though.
yeah, I'll be here. I'll be there next week. I just, it's one of those things. It's I get pulled left and right.
Yeah. Oh, you won't
I
miss
have.
me. Trust me. On what I'm wearing, you will not miss me.
Oh yeah, for Tejano Mundial.
Yep. Woo.
I
I'm so excited. I cannot wait to wear what I'm wearing.
I was gonna go traditional native, um, but I'm not sure yet.
Do
I
it.
Well, it's just because it's
It's a lot.
it is a lot.
Do it.
Uh, like when I put on my kibondier, it's there's a prayer I say to put it on. Everything's very
Do
spiritual for me.
it.
So yeah, I want
That's
to,
who
but
you
then I'm like,
are. You should do it. I would love that
yeah,
because
I
I
don't
get
know.
to learn more about. I didn't know there was like a formal like wear with your
Mhm.
culture. I just know about like the powwows and stuff, stuff like that. But you know what I mean? I mean, not to be like stereotypical, but you know what I mean? I mean, I feel like there's so little I know, and I would love to see that. At least send me a picture of it. I would love to see it.
You're like, what the hell?
I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I saw that movie, dude. I'm always joking around because there was this one guy, and it was the hilarious. I still joke around about it all the time. Where he's like, "Hey man, it's that guy, the guy with the candy cane necklace
Yeah.
on there." What is a candy? He was, how you have that necklace during Christmas that
Yeah.
has the candies on it, man.
Yep. Yep.
That's what he was talking about. So it was super hilarious. I was like, no, dude.
No, that's not it, homie.
No, very, very cool. Well, Jenny, I know you've got other things that you have to take care of. I want to thank you so very much for being here, sweetheart. Once again, let me go ahead and bring it up so that way we can remind people to go
Yes.
ahead and go out
Tomorrow.
to her show. That's going to be the what are they calling it? I'm sorry. It's just it's an
It's
album
Amanda.
release party.
Yeah, it's Amanda Solis album release party. And I'm just opening up the show for her. But yeah, I mean, it's better to come as a couple or with a plus one because you do get $10 off. So it's $20 individually and then two for 30. So it's a good deal. You get a good long show, great entertainment, danceable music, something, and it's not till 9 o'clock, so you can go get dinner, with your loved one or with your close one, and then go see a great show.
Dinner and
Yeah,
dancing for
dinner
sure.
and dancing. I love dinner. I love that combination. Unfortunately, my husband doesn't dance, so usually I'm out there by myself. But he drinks to keep him cold, so I can't complain.
Yeah, just keep it full, buddy.
You keep the card on the tab, and I'm happy.
Yeah, yeah, that's really awesome. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give out a pair of tickets. I'll pay for those tickets so that way y'all can go
Oh,
out there
thank
and
you.
just
That's fun.
let
I actually did a dinner giveaway. I don't know if you saw that, but I did a whole like raffle thing, and I'm taking some super fans to dinner before the show. So we'll see how that
that's
goes.
that's pretty cool. You know what? Do you have any runner ups for that? Um,
No, I didn't. I didn't do. This is
oh,
my first time, not my last, but my first time. Because I really, I just kind of want to get. I want to make like some of those super fans like even more super fans.
oh yeah, most definitely,
Um,
most.
and just kind of have like that special bond. I feel like nobody really does that. Artists to their fan. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure artists have their super fans and they know them by name at every show and stuff. But um, there's no reason. I mean, I'm not there by myself. I have my parents and my entourage of people, so
Yeah,
it won't just be me on a date by myself with people I don't know. But something different once again, right? Just trying to bring something different to Tejano, and just let people see how amazing it is. Bring that culture. But it's a culture. And it's like anything else within the Mexican lad, you know, community.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, that's a great thing. Why don't you go ahead and pick the person that wins that? Just let me know how much the tickets are, so that way I can just go ahead and get it taken care of, and I'll just go ahead and pay for a pair of tickets. So you can give it away on your social media,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and whoever wants to go to this show, they'll go
Yeah.
on
No,
my
that's
I
great.
dime.
I'll let Amanda know.
Mhm.
I'll see if she, because since, like I said, I did the raffling with my fans. Maybe she might want to do the same with her fans. Just try to get more people to come out and just give it a chance to see the show. I promise you, Lawrence can attest to it, that it's definitely going to be different, but you're going to realize probably halfway through the show, like, wow, this is badass. This is so cool.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful, and I think the fact that I've seen your whole show, I've seen your Tejano show, and I've seen your whole entire show,
Right.
so you have a variety of things.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that a lot of people that aren't in the Tejano industry that have expressed to me is that the versatility of Tejano bands, that they're able to accomplish a lot of different things. I mean, like Joanna Ray, she goes from disco to country music to Tejano,
Right.
and,
Mm-hmm.
and you do the same thing. And but I remember this is, let me share this short story. Ginny B was on stage and it was in the middle of her set, and then she started doing, I can't remember the name. Oh, I'm Every Woman. She started singing that song, I'm Every Woman. And the ladies that were in the kitchen
Oh,
for
yeah.
the concession stand, they were in the kitchen, they came running out
Yeah.
screaming, that's my song. And
Yes.
so when you get ladies that are supposed to be in the kitchen cooking running out to
They're
get on the
burning the
dance floor,
tamales to see Jenny B.
you're doing something right.
Period.
Yeah, so it was pretty awesome, and I was like, that's wonderful. I love it. That's perfect. Chef kiss, perfect.
Mm.
So, but yeah,
Well,
yeah.
thank
So
you so
go.
much, Lawrence, for inviting me. I know it was all last minute, but for thinking of me. I owe so much to you. Um, I
You
know.
don't. No, you
No,
don't owe me
I don't know.
anything.
I know.
No,
Marshall told
no,
me. Marshall told.
no, no.
Marshall told me.
It's gonna be there tomorrow.
I
So
know. So I'm gonna be giving you a call here in a little bit, but with that combined with it, just, and I've always said this, and I'm always going to, you were literally the first podcast/radio that ever gave me a chance to be interviewed. As soon as I came into the scene, you're like, you come here, get on my show. And I will never forget, 'cause I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, yes. Like, because I was worried that everyone was just going to ignore me. Um, and no, and ever since then, I feel like we've been great friends. And like I said, anytime you call, I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to text back as soon as I possibly can, and do whatever it is that you need. Because I feel like it's very important to remember those from the beginning, not just the ones that stuck with you, but from the beginning. And you're one of them, Lawrence.
oh well, thank you so very much. But it was very easy to see the talent that you had, um, and especially the fact that we need to help each other, and we need to, whatever very little stuff that I can do to help you, to move forward, to progress your career, then that's what I should do. What manner of a man would I be if I didn't try to make this world a better place?
If
And
only
so,
all the men thought like you. I'd
yeah,
be I'd be a superstar by now.
yeah. But I mean, it is good. It's a good thing that we are friends, and I'm here whenever you need me. You can count on me at any time.
Same,
And
same
that's
here.
the thing. B says, Miss Ginny B, when are you going to come to Houston to perform? In
Very
actuality,
soon.
uh, I'm trying to get the Lone Star Ladies Tejano tour there at Kema Boardwalk.
I
I
will
think.
say this, because I get asked that a lot. Like, when are you coming
Mhm.
here? When are you coming here? I was on live yesterday, and somebody was like, when are you going to come to Iowa? Um, and I'm like, it's all about demand. And I think a lot of people need to remember that these promoters, club owners, they're going to go and get who you want to see.
Correct.
So if you want to see the Jenny B's, if you want to see the Amanda Solis, if you want to see, the upcoming artists, or, there's an artist, man, I've been seeing them everywhere and I would love to see them live, but they're in a different city. Next time you go to the club or go to the bar, go to your, hey, y'all ever consider getting Jenny B? You ever give y'all, because honestly, there's a gig that I have coming up in Pasadena. I don't have a date for it yet, but Mike Salgado, he, helps me book gigs here and there. And he actually walked up to the club owner that night talking to one of the bartender people about me. Yeah, I remember that's Jenny B or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, Jenny B, like, I help with her booking sometimes. Like, he's like, yeah, he's like, I've been hearing about her. And it's a word of mouth. It's that's the beauty about social media, but it's about the demand,
Oh
you know.
yeah.
And if you truly, if you're a true fan of whether me or whatever the artist that you're following at the time, like I said, next time you go and be like, or even on their page, hey, y'all need to book Jenny B, or y'all need, that helps more than you could possibly know. That
Yeah.
helps, like, I couldn't even explain to you in words. It's about the demand. And I mean, I have so many fans that I'm so grateful for, and that will literally defend me. And I mean, in the comments,
I
I don't
got
have
you,
to say
local.
nothing because they're like, "What did you just say about Jenny?" I'm like, "Yeah, get him, stick him."
No, no, it's also because you have to understand that these promoters, they don't know what it is that you want, so they're constantly fishing. That's
Yep,
a lot of times that's why they keep bringing back the same artists that they
yep,
bring, because they're fishing and it worked the last time, so they want it to work again. So if you want them, any artist, whichever artist that you want, and I'm asking for you to ask for Jenny B, is just go to your local wherever you're a club and just go up to the manager and tell them, hey, you know what, why don't you bring down Jenny B? Because I guarantee you they're not thinking about that. They're thinking of who's going to come next and bring me some more people, because
yeah,
they want you to come back. But if you tell them, I'll come back if you play this person or bring this person, that's what they'll do.
yep,
They're fishing. That's all they've been doing, is fishing, fishing, fishing. So tell them what you want to eat, and that's all it takes.
yeah,
And you know uh the really good groups, the really really solid groups, like Jenny B, like Rick Valderrama, like Joanna Ray, they're going to take care of it themselves. Once they get inside the door, they will
yep,
bust it open and they will take care of it themselves. The people will go, holy crap, what was that?
exactly.
And they'll come back. They'll want more of it. But that's the whole purpose of the reason that we started this whole Lone Star thing, because we were like, we're gonna have to show them. We're gonna have to do it to ourselves.
Yep,
And it's a hard thing to do. It is hard. It is very difficult. But we are still moving forward. That doesn't mean anything. We are not discouraged. We're going to keep going forward. Jenny B, thank you so very much, sweetheart. I really do appreciate that
of
you've been here with
course,
us. Well,
anytime.
I want to play Amanda Solis real quick. Rick Valderrama says, Lord, I'm not an amazing person. I'm just a guy from Vancouver,
Oh,
Texas.
Lawrence, just
That's
take
just,
it.
that's just,
Oh my goodness, yes, you are. Own it.
oh,
You know
no.
what? You look in the mirror and be like, you are amazing. You.
No,
And then
actually,
blow yourself a kiss.
this is me in the morning. I have this great dream, this wonderful dream, about all this stuff that's going on, and I'm like, yes, yes. And I wake up in the morning, look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm still me.
Not again.
Damn it, I'm still here.
Oh my goodness.
I want the six pack abs, and I got a keg.
I know. I know. Same. That is so
I'm
funny.
the only guy that can roll out of bed and
He's
not
like,
fall down. I
he's
get
like,
stuck in the air.
go back. Let me go back to sleep. Or go
I
back to
know. Yeah. You know what? Who was it? I can't remember. I think it was. Oh, dadgummit. I think I was with La Fiebre. I think at the time, I don't remember, but I had fallen asleep in the truck, and they were like, "Hey, wake up, man!" And I was like, "Damn it, man!" It's like, "Why are you all mad?" And I was like, "I was at the club with Selma Hayek, bro. You took me out the club."
you dragged me out. Oh my goodness.
So anyway, y'all guys, thank you so very much. So the show starts. When do the doors open tomorrow? By the way,
I think the doors open at 8.
doors open at 8.
Yes.
And where can they get the tickets again?
Well, since the line is down, it's better just to get the tickets the night of.
Get the
Yeah,
tickets the night
$20
of.
individual, or if you come as a couple or with two, it's $30.
So, and I'm gonna go ahead and buy a pair of tickets so that way y'all can give it away. It's either you or Amanda. It doesn't matter to me. Whoever gives it away to a lucky couple for tomorrow, and go out and support these two lovely ladies, but wonderful, wonderful acts that you're gonna really enjoy. Amanda
Thanks.
Solis, it's her album release, and Ginny B, of course, that's going to be there as well, and it's going to be there at the Boots and Hill Saloon at 17680 Interstate 35 Access Road in Atasca, Texas. It's not too far from San
No,
Antonio.
it's not.
Um, so, but I mean, spend some time. I was saying, I started off the show by saying it is Valentine's Day, but it shouldn't be just one day. It
It
should
should
be.
be every day,
It should be every day
but that's
because
expensive.
the thing is, well, no. The thing I want to drive home is that a box of chocolates and a bouquet does not make up
Hmm.
for an I'm sorry. It does not make up for I should have paid attention. It does
Hmm.
not make up for reaching out and saying, "Hey, are you okay?" Those are very simple things that we can do to make the day every day a Valentine's Day. And it's very simple if we're just human to each other. And it doesn't have to be to our loved ones, it can be to anyone that we want to. Just be kind to each other, be human to each other. And it's wonderful that the holiday is here. And if you have somebody to share it with, then that's great. If you don't have anybody to share it with, that's not true. There's somebody there for you. You're not alone. So with that being said, if today was a bad day, if you didn't have a good day today, just remember that every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. God bless. Thank you so very much, Jenny B. I really do
That was
appreciate you.
different.
We're gonna leave y'all with Amanda Solis's new song, or the current song, sorry, that she's promoting right now. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Tao something like that.
Toda la noche.
Toda la noche.
Yeah,
It's
toda la
spelled
noche.
kind of weird, So,
Yeah.
but anyway, it's a great song. And hey, stream Jenny B's music. Check her. Go to her website so that way you can buy some merch. She's got some great merch. By the way, Gracie still has the makeup bag.
That's crazy.
She
That's
still
like
uses it.
2 years old.
I know, and she still uses it. So
I gotta make more though.
I'm just telling you.
Okay.
All right, guys. Here is Amanda Solis. That is the one and only Jenny B. I'm Indio. This is Grupo Radio.
Bye.
Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you.
Toda la noche con mis amigas cruising en mi coche. Las bebesukis quieren fiesta, dar hasta que amanezca, pedirnos otra ronda hasta que el trago se suba a la cabeza. Estaba tranqui, chilling in my couchie. casa.